Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to get into Peacock's new A Friend of the Family. And when I tell you guys that this was a wild story, I mean, oh my goodness. First of all, it's based on a true story, so let's start there. And I don't know if you are familiar with the documentary, the 2017 documentary, Abducted in Plain Sight. It's based on that. So the little girl who was abducted in plain sight, not once, y'all, twice, okay? This same kidnapper kidnapped this girl twice, okay? Her name is Jan Berthold, and I mean, wow. It's in 1974 when Robert Berchtold, a close friend of the Broberg family, turned serial child abductor, kidnaps Jan Broberg at the age of 12. Then, after she was returned to her parents, he abducts her again at the age 14 in 1976. I mean, I saw other YouTube reviews on it, and I even watched the documentary Abducted in Plain Sight. The grace of Jan, she's still alive, and she gives a commentary in this movie, A Friend of the Family. She does not blame her parents, which, I mean, just the grace under fire is mind-blowing, because if negligence was a person, it would be both of her parents. And I'm laughing because I cannot believe how you let your child get okay, first of all, I'm not blaming her parents, but I was going to say you let your child get abducted or kidnapped by the same person twice. And the reason why I was kind of chuckling is because this man was having an affair. He was married, okay? He had the same name as her dad, Robert, but he was sleeping with her mom and her daddy and her, okay? So, this, he was, he got around. He got around. But the fact that Jan does not blame her parents is, again, just the grace under fire. Amazing. So let's get into it, because this story is riveting. It's an American drama miniseries. I looked it up, and originally it was only supposed to be 4 episodes, but I watched 6 myself before making this video, and supposedly it's supposed to have 3 more coming. And it's a miniseries that is just, even though I knew what was happening, like I knew that the end result, the way that he manipulated the mother, the father, is just, it gives you an insight. It gave me an insight into the mind of a sociopath. And, cults and things like that. I mean, the way that people's minds work, the mind is a beautiful, beautiful instrument, but we're so fragile as human beings. And the lies that he told this girl, this baby, were heartbreaking. In the video, he, like I said, gets close with the parents. So, he love bombs both of them. He tells them what they want to hear, and he's, heavy on the flattery. Like I said, he had affairs with both of them. He neglected his wife and his own family, going after this little girl, Jan. But the first time he abducts her, he ties her up in a motorhome. And his wife is, I don't want to say she's complicit, but she's negligent. Like, she tries to talk Jan's family out of calling the FBI. She's stalling for time. She is dealing with her own issues of avoidance and denial. And you would have to, in order to, basically aid and abet your husband in the kidnapping of a child, the same child, not once, but twice, okay? And there's all kind of mechanics going on here. So basically, like I said, he is having an affair with both the parents. He uses that and plays that against both of them. they're part of the Mormon church, the LDS. So if you know anything about Mormonism, and I know very little myself, but supposedly they're held to an extremely high moral standard, right? So they can't have, coffee or tea. Like those things are really supposed to be sinful for the body, or alcohol or anything like that. But they have like multiple wives and really messy lives, because there's been a lot of documentaries and things that are exposing the trafficking side of the LDS church and Mormonism. But going back to the film, the way that he manipulates the parents, Jan's parents, first, in addition to love bombing them, which that term narcissists use a whole lot of flattery, and they go out of their way to call you a lot, make you feel really special, and then just kind of ghost you or abuse you. So with the father was really uptight, but he gained his trust. And then the father was sharing that he had some homoerotic experiences when he was a young boy. So then Robert used that against him and love bombed him. They had an intimate scene together, and then he held that over his head, and he's like, he blackmailed him, like, if you don't let me take Jan, basically I'm going to expose you to the whole church. Then with the mom, similar but not the same, because it was heteronormative, but she was playing the parents against each other, saying like, oh, you deserve so much better than your marriage, and I can take care of you, and blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? So with Jan, when he has caused so much chaos and discord in that family, he abducts her and ties her in a motorhome. And his wife knew about the motorhome being missing. It was in a storage unit. He sold his business, got out over, I think it was $25,000 cash, tied Jan up on the bed, and had a speaker telling her that, she was half alien and that she was on a mission to save the earth. Now, granted, it's easy to manipulate a child, but the fact that, he said that there was like two aliens, Zelda and Zara, they look like regular people, and that she was supposed to be, his companion, and they were supposed to have a baby together. And again, all this is a true story. Like that's the thing that was blowing my mind, because this man spent years grooming Jan, brainwashing her, manipulating the parents, and, neglecting his own wife and child. He takes Jan down to Mexico in this motorhome. He's working down there selling cars and, keeps her down there. Eventually, the parents have enough sense to get the FBI involved. And so they bring him back to the States, where he only serves 15 days in jail. 15 days after kidnapping this girl and taking her across international border. When I tell y'all, that is the epitome of just, I'm like, it just blows my mind. Okay. So after he serves his 15 days, I mean, you can get more than that shoplifting a piece of candy. But he comes back, and 2 years later, he manipulates her again through this whole alien, mission thing, threatening her, sister, saying that, her sister was going to go blind if she didn't come with him. So eventually she leaves her family, goes with him, works at his, it's like a fun amusement park type of place that he owns. It's very small, like they do bumper cars and things like that, and sell popcorn and cotton candy. She's there with him, and she's like, I want to stay with him. I want to stay with B. That's his nickname throughout the movie. Eventually, her parents get her to come back, but she's like, well, I'm going to just leave with him again. And the whole thing is just really wild. It is a wild ride. This girl is clearly brainwashed, and even when she's older and gives her commentary, I can tell that she's still traumatized. And that, I think, is what is it saddens me the most, because it is a riveting story, but I feel like so many failed her. Her parents failed her, his wife failed her, he failed her. The system definitely failed her, like the FBI and the police. Like, they kept giving him chance after chance after chance. The fact that you could kidnap somebody, take them to Mexico, come back, serve only 15 days in jail, kidnap them again is just, it's a wild ride. So you guys check it out. Drop in the comments. Let me know what you think. I really hope that Jan gets therapy and finds true love and gets the peace that she deserves, because no one deserves that. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying your day. Go enjoy the beautiful weather, and I will talk with you lovely folks later. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and take care of yourselves. Bye.